welcome Libra to your Astrodice reading for April. Hope you guys are doing great out there. If you guys like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's get in here and see what's going on with you. Okay, best messages coming out. Ooh. We have the fifth house coming out over here. The fifth house is talking about that love. We have that Venus energy coming out and some Aquarius energy. Nice. Okay, getting straight in here, we do have Venus coming out. Talking about the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. Doing it Aquarian style. The energy is freedom loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. Also could be online dating, things of that nature. Since we are in the fifth house, you're doing a lot of text messaging, however it is. I do see a lot of texting and a lot of things that have to do with maybe social media, online dating for a lot of you when it comes to the Aquarius in the fifth house. Where you have fun, romance, create things you are proud of, also your hobbies, your creative spark coming out as well. Could also be doing something online too that is a creative spark, that you're getting a lot of joy and happiness out of the situation, since this is also the house of joy, happiness, and fun. So, okay. So let's get in here and see what's going on. Going straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. Okay, so tell us what's going on with beautiful Libra. Libra. Best message for Libra. Beginning of the month. You have the World coming out with the King of Wands. Ooh. And the Queen of Swords. World. King of Wands. Setting some boundaries over here. There's a lot of clear boundaries being set at this time, either by you or by someone. It is your reading, so I do feel like this Queen of Swords is yourself. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, or someone with heavy fire in the chart. Doesn't have to be. It's also talking about being that natural leader and seeing the bigger picture to the situation. I also feel like that's some of your energy as well, though. I do feel like you are overcoming some kind of challenge and really starting to see the bigger picture. And I think it's shifting your perspective with this World coming in, Libra. So I really do see you becoming very clear-minded about this person that you're dealing with, okay, no matter what sign that is. But I definitely do see that, you know, you might be traveling towards this person or feeling like you are traveling, whether it's metaphoric or, you know, in reality, right? No matter what it is, it's saying I feel like you're kind of opening your heart, opening your mind, giving this person a chance this month to really, you know, at the beginning of the month to see, hey, if I invite you kind of into my world, you know, are you going to stay here? Is this, you know, I'm going to see how this is going to go. I do feel like this is a test. And in some ways, you're like kind of testing them to say, hey, if I open up my heart and I open up my world to you, you know, how are you going to take that? I want to kind of test you and see how you're going to do. Right? Yeah. So giving them a little more leverage and a little more leeway into your world. I think for a lot of you, you've been keeping this person on the outside and now you're going to let them on the inside. Okay. So like, for instance, if you have children or something, maybe you're going to, and you've always hidden, you know, and never really talked about your family and stuff, right? Because it's like, that's my inner world and I don't want anybody there, right? You can ask me personal questions, that's fine, but don't ask me about my family members. Don't ask me about, you know, you want to talk about my job, whatever, but don't ask me super personal questions. So I'm definitely, you had made this clear boundary, you know, whether they knew it or not, that this is where I'm going. But I do feel like you're opening that floodgate. So like maybe now you are sharing those, maybe Easter pictures of, look, here's the kids, Easter egg hunting or something of this nature. And you know, it's allowing this person to see more inside your world than you have let them previously. Okay. Something about that. Yes. Letting go and going ahead and following through, because I do feel like you're starting to have these deeper feelings about this person. I also feel like you see this person having deeper feelings and there's more passion coming through for the both of you. And so I think you're kind of balancing the scales to say, right, on how this is going to be. Maybe they've been, kind of sharing their inner world with you. So you decide to open up this beginning of the month to show them. Now, there is kind of a pause here, though, right? So there's that boundary set saying, okay, I'm going to show you this, but I'm not going to give everything to you because I want to see kind of how you're going to deal with this. I want to see how this works out. I'm not going to give you everything. So that's where that clear kind of boundary is. Little things at a time. You have the Empress at the bottom of the deck, which you are the Empress as well as Taurus, obviously. But yeah, I think that there's going to be a kind of a delay where it's like all of a sudden now I'm going to pull back a little bit and then see what the reaction is. I do feel with the Queen of Swords, you're trying to get a kind of a clear point across and seeing what their reaction is. Seeing how they're going to treat that. Okay. Let's go to the mid-month. The Empress again. Wow. So we have the Empress to the Empress, Venus. I mean, you're showing up as the Empress over here. You're nurturing the situation. In the mid-month, I do feel like you are nurturing this situation. But I do feel like the feelings are starting to become more developed when it comes to this. They're evolving. Page of Swords. Yep. It's like you're watching, you're observing, and you're noticing, wow, I see exactly what's going on here. They're building with you. Yeah, your relationship is building, and it's building more on and developing on more of a nurturing ground. You're watching, you're observing the situation. But there's new curiosities, new ideas, new ways of communicating things. So there is this, I'm opening up. So I paused there for a second. I gave you, it's like I gave them what, to see how they're going to work on it. They must do good, guys. They must do very well. For those of you this resonates with, because it's saying we're going to build. There is teamwork, there's collaboration. We're learning to nurture one another. And the more I'm watching, the more I'm communicating with them, they're communicating the way I want them to communicate with me. Wow. There's a trust build here, guys. Because you have to think in the beginning of the month, if you're opening up your inner world, not just yourself, but the people around you, your surroundings, things that you care about, that you keep tight to yourself. Like I said, you were testing them. They obviously passed the test. And you're observing them and watching them and how they're doing all these things. But then you pull back to see how that is. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love this. So you're holding tight to this situation. Should have used the other deck, but it's okay. You guys could be dealing with an earth sign. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. There's some kind of control here. It was almost like they're controlling. There's still this control of feelings in the 5th house, though. Keeping yourself still, in this place of emotional control. It's emotional control. I don't even need the cups there to know that that's what that is, because think about it. You're thinking, you're testing, but you're noticing they're nurturing. So there's a lot of emotional control over here. Still conservating, though, how much information I'm still going to allow this person to have into my inner world. That's okay. It's okay, because that gives trust. When you have trust, that that's where everything starts opening up. You have to be able to trust someone. And are they also going to give back to me? Show me how this person is with Libra. Seven of Cups. Wow. Not only do they fantasize about you, but they can see many opportunities with you. Yes, and they're watching you just as much as you're watching them. Wow. Talk about balancing. There's a natural mimic going on over here. You're watching and observing their movements and the way that they're acting, and they're doing the same to you. So you know what that tells me? They also want to know if they can trust you. Ho ho. Observing one another like a mirror. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Give me one more. King of Wands again. I told you your person was acting like King of Wands though. But see, now I know why it felt like it was two and one in the beginning, because you're mimicking each other. But you're seeing the bigger picture, waiting for the outcome, and they're also very mature, but they're also very career focused. But I think you guys are mirroring each other a lot. I think you're both very career focused. But however it is, they're saying the same thing. They're envisioning, though, the opportunities that you guys can have with one another, seeing if you fit into their world almost as much as you're doing to them. You know, does this person fit in my world? And then they're saying, does Libra fit into my world? Are they trustworthy enough? I'm going to keep watching. Oh my gosh, you guys. I mean, it's almost like you guys could be like eagle hawking each other across from the table. Like, she going to do something stupid? He going to do something stupid? Or are they just going to, you know, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. It's almost like you guys are, you know, both predator birds sitting across from each other, just waiting, you know. Just waiting and observing. There might not be a whole lot of conversation if you guys are just mentally watching each other. I think you guys will be fine. Because no matter what, the Page of Swords is still communication. Show that communication. Go ahead and show it to us. Just give me one of these cards. I'm already using them. Show me the communication. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh. It's the respect. It's showing that you're self-sufficient. You guys are talking about traveling and doing the things that you want to do. Feeling alive. Fruits of your labor. Seeing your rewards. Feeling like this is a reward. May even know deep down inside, you know what? I'm going to give this person even more of a chance because I do feel that they're rewarding. Yeah, they see you as rewarding. And they want to travel right to you with the 10 of Cups. Whoa, let's see if that comes up. Let's see if that comes up at the end of the month. I don't know what you guys are doing over here. Well, we know one thing. You guys are building over here a relationship. Whether this is a love relationship, it's got love all over it. But it also could be career-based, right? Hobby-based. Building a band, something like that. But however it is, it's showing a lot of great things. End of the month. High Priestess. Whoa, going straight into High Priestess mode. Feeling relaxed. Feeling at peace. And content. And feeling like this person could be a potential partner. Feeling like you have that approval. You feel like there's conformity. This is approval. We get along just well. I have the trust. There's that trust coming out. I really do feel trust for them. I do really trust them, and I am feeling more bonded to them. So this could be a great commitment. Wow. But it's being in the knowing. Get the High Priestess and the Hierophant. What a beautiful pair. So it makes me think that they're feeling the same way. Let's see how they're. You have the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So it's saying it is growing stably. And you do have the Star card. This is what's coming in May. So in May, it's saying this relationship is becoming more stable. It's becoming more abundant. You're finding more opportunities, right, and new ventures to be able to make this grow. You will keep the faith, just like with the Hierophant, you will keep the faith, right? And there's a calmness to this. So it's pretty much saying, you know what? And it's like a dream come true. This is like a dream come true card, because that's where we keep the hope, the faith, the prayers, right? Wish upon a star. So you do feel like this is a good omen. This is a good thing. It is very healing as well. So if any of you needed to feel like you needed some kind of healing, or if they feel like they need some kind of healing, you guys could be getting that healing out of that situation as well. There's a great connection here where two people are coming together, and we have manifestation, and the star can also kind of in its own way be of manifestation in its own way, because of the prayer and the faith, the purpose, like I said, in the wishing upon the star scenario. So I do like that. You could feel like this was something that you have manifested, this type of person into your life, and then feeling like it really came in to reality for you, and just feeling that connection. There is definitely a very deep connection here. Okay, hold on. I'm going to keep these right here, because we know that that's where we're going in May, as it's just building stronger and stronger. Definitely, you tested them and they beat the test. Show us that this person, Ace of Pentacles, you got to be kidding, you got the Ace of Pentacles again. So this Ace of Pentacles is going to roll over right into May with the Ten of Cups. And I said something about the Ten of Cups earlier, didn't I? Yes, I did, but I didn't take it. That's okay. It wasn't meant to be. Feeling like this is at home. You feel like you're at home with this person. This person's makes you feel very comfortable. This person may own a dog. Maybe get along very well with the dog. This person could have kids, grandkids, a dog. Just making themselves just feel very welcoming into your life. Bringing all these cups of satisfaction, joy, and happiness. It's almost more than you've... I could almost say that maybe it's more than you even manifested. For some of you, it's definitely more than you might expect. The way they're so welcoming. Maybe their children are welcoming you into their life as well. Like you were just meant to be. It's almost like this feeling of like, this is where I feel so much at peace that it's almost like it's meant to be. How could they be so welcoming? You dropped right, it almost feels like they kind of dropped right into your lap. Clarify on how this person feels real fast. They got the hots for you. I still think it's a love reading. They still feel like this is very rewarding. There's an impulsion going on. There's a flame that's lit for the passion, for creative endeavors. If this is just a partnership for creative endeavors and it's you two coming together, then it's the partner that you would need to be able to get this hobby off the ground or whatever. But it definitely is igniting their heart. They really feel like I do feel like they want to. Yeah, oh, Nine of Pentacles, there it is. They see you as the Nine of Pentacles. Wow, that's crazy. Nine of Pentacles to the Fool. You've changed their world upside down. They feel like they're at ground zero when it comes to this relationship. Definitely traveling toward you, don't want to let you go. And I feel like you feel the same. You don't want to walk away from this. This is something very rewarding. Almost angel sent. And then you have the Star card again at the bottom of the deck. There's the Star. So you have the Ace and the Star. Wow. Which that's exactly where you're going to. So it almost feels like something destined may have just fallen into your lap. Okay. Beautiful reading, my friends. Until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.